Hi, today I'm going to show you one way to make a schedule or lesson plan to add to your website that can be edited and used efficiently, like the one that I show here that I use on my website. Just one option. You can do things differently, but just to give a way to do it one way. The first thing we do is we go to Google Documents, and if you don't use Google Documents, you can access it through Google. Create a little account free and open up Documents. And then you click Create, where I create a new presentation. A lot like PowerPoint, a lot of the same functionality as PowerPoint. And I'm going to format this presentation to add a little more flair to it, give it a background. I'll call this what we did this week, and I'll move this up to the corner. Week of, and you can put in whatever week you want for that one. Let's call it this week, which will be January 9th through the 13th. And then I'm going to add a little table. So I'm going to insert a table. I'm going to have a column for day, and then for each of the 3 classes I teach, and then for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Insert that. Make it resized. I'm going to edit the grid so it's white so I can see it better. I'll add in the month or the days of the week. Now this editing of the slide only has to be done once. For each week you don't have to go in and do this, and I'll show you that in a second. So I'm just going to resize these columns to make them all about even, put in the classes I teach. And then I can fill it in with various information about, what we did that day. And this can be done, ahead of time or after. Now the next step here to put it onto your Fusion page is to go over to this side here where it says Share. And I'm going to click on Share, and then it'll open up a new window, and Publish and Embed. I want to embed this presentation into my Fusion page. So I'll click on Embed. First you have to publish it. And then that brings up various information that I can change. If I want it to be a small size on my screen, or a medium size, or a large size, I can change that. I'll keep it small. I can adjust if I want it to start automatically when the page opens up. If I want it to loop, is what this one is. I'm just going to leave it as is and highlight the code that it gives me, and then copy it. At this point I can go then to my Fusion page, which I have blank here just to show a basic setup. To get to this again, you go to the school website, you log in at the bottom left through your intranet account, and then you go to My Fusion Pages, and you'd find your name, which should be the only one there. At the top of your Fusion page you'll have potentially various things here depending on how much you've edited, but you'll have an Add Fusion tool option on the side, and announcements would be a good option for adding this schedule. So I've already clicked on announcements and put that over here, and I'm just going to simply add an announcement now. That's going to bring up a word processing window that I'll call Weekly Lessons. And in the word processing, instead of typing in my weekly lessons, I'm going to click the source button here to show me the code. And since I don't have anything in here, the only code that it shows me is for a blank space. And I'll just replace that with what I copied in the Google Doc format. And there's my code for my presentation. I don't have to click anything else or save anything else except for this announcement. And at that point you can see it takes a minute, and I will refresh my Fusion page now. And you can see that slideshow is now embedded right into my Fusion page. And people that visit can click here to make it full screen if they want. They can page through slides. There's only one right now, but they could page through various weeks. Now the power of this comes that I don't have to ever do that again to my Fusion page. If I want to add a new week of lessons the next week, let's go back and do that. So I go back to my Google document page where I was publishing, and I'll click back to the editor. And now what I want to do is just create a new week. So I'll right click on the slide preview column over here and click duplicate slide. And then I'll go back up to the first one and I'll just change it for the next week. So instead of the 9th through the 13th, I'll make it for next week, 16th through the 20th. And then instead of having this that day, I know we have workshop that day. So I'll simply edit and put workshop in for Monday. And then if I save this, what happens is it automatically goes in and updates my wherever I have it embedded. So if I look back at my Fusion page now and I refresh the page to show changes, it will now show me that I have this new week up, and if I page to the right, it'll go back a week. So every week when you put new lessons on, you can simply add them to the front of your weekly lesson presentation, click save, and the changes will be automatically embedded into your Fusion page. And you never have to do the embed process again. Hopefully this helps. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. Thanks.